Kitkatscanread.
Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you my January wrap up for 2025. So in January I only read 3 books, and those are 3 that I'm going to be chatting to you about. So this will be a nice, shorter and sweet video for you all. So the first book that I read and completed in the month of January was The Crown of Gilded Bones by Jennifer Armentrout. This is the 3rd book that is in this series, which is the Blood and Ash series. So this one I read as part of the book club that I am with Alicia and Sam. We also have done a live show for this, so I'll link to that in the description below to check out more thoughts. It will obviously contain spoilers because we talk about the book in itself, but if you've read the book and you want to see what we thought about it, the link will be below. So this one is one that I actually struggled with. I found the plot was dragging in this one for me. I didn't also care too much about the characters in this one. I don't know, I just didn't really feel connected to it. I found myself lost all of the time, and I just found my interest being dragged away. I had an awful December month anyway, with being stressed and emotional, so I mean maybe that played into it. So if in the future when I reread this, we'll see if my thoughts have changed. Sometimes it has, like I've had it before, I've reread a book and my rating has changed. So yeah, but I did like the ending. I liked how badass Poppy was. Yeah, I was really sad about a character that unfortunately died, so I won't reveal who because I don't want to spoil, but it made me very sad, and yeah. But of course I will continue with the series. Jennifer Armentrout is one of my favourite authors, and I will still recommend this series. Like, it's just a good fantasy series if you like all of that stuff. But unfortunately it came out as a 2.5 out of 5, but like I say, if in the future when I do give it a reread, my rating might change. The second book that I read in January was Think Again by Jacqueline Wilson. Now, if you guys have watched my wrap-ups for 2024, you would have known that I was rereading the Girls series. This book is in the future, where those 3 girls are adults, so they're a lot older. They're like in their 40s, so I needed to reread the Girls series so that I can go into this one. It's an adult contemporary. At first I was massively excited to give this a read. I do know that quite a lot of people were disappointed with this book, and unfortunately I kind of joined alongside. There were just some bits of this that I just wanted and I just didn't get. I was hoping that we'd see more of Magda and Nadine in this book, but it was very centered around Ellie. However, it does touch on LGBT, on a female-female romance. It's not going to deter me from not reading books by Jacqueline Wilson. It's just that I was hoping to see this go a different way. It unfortunately didn't. Now, I listened to the audiobook as well with this, and Carrie Hope Fletcher, one of my favourite people, narrates this, so just putting it out there. It was really enjoyable though, and it still has the comedy of Ellie, but it's just that Ellie is a lot older, and there'll be like a teacher character in there that appears again. Yeah, it's definitely got some nostalgic feels. Yeah, I think I just would have wanted more from the actual friendship of Ellie, Magda and Nadine. Ellie, Magda and Nadine make the Girls series, so to not have them in so much, that's what kind of like disappointed me a bit. It's just centered around Ellie and her storyline with this one. So unfortunately this did come out as a 3.5, but that's still a good rating. It was an okay read, and I still would recommend for people to read. And like, if you'd read it, you could read it as a standalone. Like, you wouldn't even have to read the Girls series. It just like, it plays nostalgic if you have read those Girls books and then you go into this one. If you read it as a standalone, you probably wouldn't have that disappointment of like not having it centered so much around the friendship. So it was different, so I have to kind of like accept it as the different book that it was, but still an enjoyable read, and I'm still glad that I read it. The final book that I read in January was also for the book club with Alicia and Sam. We also have done a live show for this. I will link that in the description below for you to follow. So 2 live shows for you, aren't you lucky? So the book was Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Massively popular, BookTok, BookTube, everywhere you go. It's just this book that's come out of nowhere, and it's highly hyped. So we were all like wanting to give it a read, and we were like, why don't we just read it for the book club? So that is what we did. Now, this is a fantasy, it's got fae in it. I actually really enjoyed this book. I liked the characters in this, and I really liked the writing style. My favourite character from this is Renfis. He's just like such a cool side character. I would love to have more from that character. The ending of this book just leaves you wanting more, and honestly I look forward to reading the sequel. There's just like really interesting things about this book with Quicksilver and like being able to manipulate Quicksilver. It's just really cool. And then like the actual character who is Kingfisher, like at first you kind of like don't like him, but then he kind of grows on you. So Kingfisher's a very interesting character, and it'll be intriguing to see what happens next with Kingfisher. I have already pre-ordered the sequel. It's not out yet, but I am glad that I read it, and it's an enjoyable book, and I definitely would read it again. And this one came out as a 4 out of 5. It was a good read, and yeah, I probably would read this again, if I'm honest. I probably would physically read it next time because I listened to the audiobook. I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I am on the hype train with everyone else and can say I read this book and it was a good read. So there you have it, guys. Those were the 3 books that I read in January. I hope you guys have enjoyed this wrap-up video. If you have, please do give it a thumbs up. It honestly helps me out so much. If you've read any of these 3 books that I've mentioned, let me know your thoughts down below. Even if you didn't like them, let's discuss about it. Let me know how you managed to do in the month of January as well, how many books you read. Even if you read 1, it doesn't matter. Any reading is good reading. Even if you had a really shitty reading month, so much going on, and you just only got like half of a book read, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not a competition, okay? So yeah, let me know how you guys did with your reading for January and your goals for the year as well. Like for me, I think I've got 40 books, if I remember. I've done a goals video, so yeah, feel free to check that out if you haven't done already. But yeah, that's it from me for today, and all of my social media links, including the live show links, will be linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow myself and check out those live show videos. But that's it from me, guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I will see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!